If I saw something clever, like a little coffee table in the shape of a yin-yang, I had to have it.
Have you ever noticed that a lot of movies take aim at consumerism? From children's films to horror films, Hollywood ironically has a lot to say about our excessive need to purchase goods and our obsession with materialism.
Valentino Couture. Looks so soft.
Your compliment was sufficient.
More often than not, these films serve as social critiques and target consumerism in a satirical fashion. George Romero's Dawn of the Dead is one of the most notable examples of this. Yes, this is a zombie horror film, but more importantly, it's a scathing criticism of consumerism. The image of zombies mindlessly wandering around a shopping mall speaks for itself. When we see the shots of zombies desperately trying to get into a store, we can't help but picture the disturbing Black Friday videos that we see on the news year after year. Something like Jingle All the Way takes a similar approach, only much more directly. And yes, believe it or not, an Arnold Schwarzenegger Christmas movie actually has something to say. The film follows Schwarzenegger on Christmas Eve as he struggles to find his son a last-minute Christmas gift. We often see panicked parents resorting to violence in order to purchase the perfect present, an action figure known as Turbo Man. But of course, in classic holiday movie fashion, the film ends with the message that gifts aren't important and that family is what truly matters. Maybe one of the most critical looks at consumerism is John Carpenter's They Live. The film features a man that discovers a pair of sunglasses which allow him to see a hidden reality. He sees that the truth behind advertisements for goods and services is to subliminally convince us to consume, obey, and stay asleep. The glasses also allow him to see that many of the wealthy and elite are aliens masquerading as humans. Carpenter admits to having been fed up with the values in the late 1980s and that he made They Live as a response to how he was feeling.
And everything we think about buying cars and having pools and condos and all the things that everybody strives for in America basically are created by this race of inhuman creatures that really just want to exploit us like a third world.
Or take something like Fight Club, which has a rather on-the-nose approach to critiquing consumerism, actually calling out consumers by name.
What are we then?
Consumers.
Right. We are consumers. We are byproducts of a lifestyle obsession.
The film seems to be most concerned with us obsessing over items that we want and don't need.
Advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, working jobs we hate so we can buy shit we don't need.
Much like They Live, it's also implied that advertisements try to shape us into something that we aren't.
I felt sorry for guys packed into gyms, trying to look like how Calvin Klein or Tommy Hilfiger said they should.
That what a man looks like?
In very self-aware fashion, Fincher includes many strategically placed Starbucks cups throughout the film. Cinema is no stranger to product placement. Just look at the films of Michael Bay. But this is what you could refer to as anti-product placement. This is Fincher's way of commenting on not only our desire to consume, but maybe even cinema's involvement.
The IBM Stellar Sphere, the Microsoft Galaxy, Planet Starbucks.
Edward Norton's character is very driven by consumerism, putting more stock in his material items than himself.
I had it all. I had a stereo that was very decent, a wardrobe that was getting very respectable. I was close to being complete.
What's interesting is that this character also suffers from insomnia, becoming an almost mindless drone. Sound familiar? Hollywood's infatuation with critiquing consumerism doesn't seem to be so much about the idea of consuming. After all, we need certain goods to survive, and the movie business itself would implode without consistent sales. Most movies seem to be concerned with when consumerism goes too far, when we become defined by products rather than ourselves. Because when that happens, we lose what makes us unique. We simply become copies of one another.
He also has a penchant for Valentino suits and Oliver Peoples glasses. Marcus and I even go to the same barber.
Take a look at films that depict dystopian futures. These worlds are usually filled with intrusive, over-the-top advertising. This seems to be a warning for us to wake up. Sure, the movies need us to consume, but many encourage us to do so ever so cautiously.